Okay. Well, I guess another week has gone by, and here we go again. Accordion Cool, Coach Dave here, your host. And no special theme today. Just a whole bunch of tunes. Some possibly, I may not have played on the show before. I don't really know, but I think there's that possibility. Anyway. So that first tune, actually, that could be part of a Jeopardy question. You all watch Jeopardy? The answer would be 240,000 miles. And what would the question be? The question would be, how high the moon? How high the moon? And that's the name of the song. Written in 1940. And probably the biggest, everybody recorded it, probably the biggest recording of it, or most versatile, was Les Paul and Mary Ford. Now, I've mentioned this before. Les Paul was an electronics genius as far as electrifying, like he pioneered electric guitar, and then he pioneered what they call layering. So what he would do is he would play the background of the song, and then his wife Mary Ford, they'd run a second channel, and she would sing to the background. And then when they got through with that, they'd go back to the top, and he played the first two when she would sing a third in harmony. By the time they got through, it sounded like, there's 3 or 4 people singing, and it was always just Mary Ford. And this, there were a lot of songs that I think they did most of their songs like that. It was really just kind of unheard of back in those days. So this was one of them. How high the moon? Well, we're going to 1962 for this next song, and it came from a movie. Movie was the same name. No, the name of the song isn't the same. Anyway, movie was the same name as the song. The song is called The Days of Wine and Roses, known in some circles as The Days of Rose the Wino, but we'll forget about that. So here we go, 1960, Wine and Roses. Here we go. The Days of Wine and Roses. Days of Wine and Roses. Big movie, I believe, way back then. Well, this next tune, let's go back to 1946. Also from a movie, son of a gun. And this is a jazz classic, pretty tune. I'm pretty sure I have played this on the show before. Little tune called Angel Eyes. In fact, several years ago, I had a young lady who was a granddaughter of a fellow I know who plays this accordion, and she was on the show, and her name was Angela. And I guess in Italian, Angela means angel eyes, so I played Angel Eyes for Angela. So I'll play it for you folks too. Angel Eyes, 1946. Angel Eyes, Angel Eyes. I think I read once, I don't know if this is true or not, but I believe this fellow named, what's his name? Sinatra, yeah, Frank Sinatra, yeah. I believe he retired more than once. And the word on the street that I heard, now I could be wrong, was that was his retiring song. Every time he retired, he did Angel Eyes. And I don't know if it's a true story, and I don't know where I heard it from. And probably best be to just forget that story, because it's probably not true. All right, well, this next song is called There Will Never Be Another You, 1940. Did come from a show, however, do not know what the show was, so probably another one of those songs that the show folded, but we still have the song, which is great. So 1942, There'll Never Be Another You. Never be another you as long as I hit the right little buttons here. See, all these little buttons are a different sound, so that's bad enough. But each one is two sounds, so if I want a particular sound, I got to hit it twice. So, that's 3 times too many. So, but I think we'll get through the rest of the show without screwing up again. Okay. All right, now for this one, I got to do this. And that should be right. All right. Now, this next tune was one of those bossa nova tunes. And it came from 1964, I believe. And it wasn't one of the real big composers like Antonio Carlos Jobim, but it was the same ilk. And actually, it's 2 songs. It's called the Summer Samba. It's also called So Nice. So I figure what I would do is I'll play the Summer Samba on my right hand, and I'll play So Nice on my left hand. And, hey, see how badly I can screw that up. So Little summer samba or So Nice. Here we go. So Nice over here, Summer Samba over here. And isn't it amazing? They blend together. Well, we got a couple of extra minutes here I thought we might have. And so I thought I'd go way back for this one. Well, not way back, 1920. Now, originally, this song the song didn't come from it, but there was a play in 1628 called The Beggar's Opera. It was in London, and it was a play about a fellow that, like a Robin Hood type fellow that robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. His name was Mac Heath. So around 1920, this group got together and they wanted to resurrect this whole play. And they changed the title. They called it the Threepenny Opera. And then they took back Heath, who was like, you know, this very nice rob from the rich, give to the poor fellow. And they made him a scoundrel and a murderer and a robber. And so they wrote a song. And the song, Louis Armstrong had a hit on. But the biggest hit was around 1960 when a fellow named Bobby Darin, he sang about Mac the Knife. the knife. Oh, he was a scoundrel. Where we are now, down to our last tune of the day. Cole Porter. He wrote this in 1929. 1929. Let's go back to our piano sound if I can get it. Here we go. Little tune called, it's a question. What is this thing called love? People have tried to figure that out for centuries. So here we go. What is this thing called love? Well, I guess it's time for us to get out of here and see if I can go find the answer to that question. So, once again, Coach Dave, thank y'all for watching, listening, tuning in, however it is you get the show, YouTube, whatever, I don't know. But we do thank y'all for watching, and you know what I'm going to say about the young uns, you got to bring them in because they don't hear people screwing up the buttons like I did on just any show. You know, you got to have that special talent to do that. And of course, the big guy behind the glass. Good thing he doesn't have any hair because he's probably tearing it out now, but that's okay, thanks to Austin Ricketts. So let's take it home a little. Oh, what is this thing called love?